watch the first video from this weekend so you're completely caught up. I posted that a couple days ago. That's labeled SBE takes on Radio vs. World car, Greg's car. So anyhow, go back, watch that video before you watch this one. The second part of this is after events like this unfold, and you're gonna see in this video, I hear a lot of people's opinions. I hear a lot of rumors, people telling me things they hear and what is said, and that's fine. Everybody gets their own opinion, everybody's entitled to it. But you have to remember, we're not out here just trying to put on a circus show and wreck motors for the hell of it because we think it's fun. When I started this channel, there's a little bit more to this than maybe face value. The point of this is when I was a kid, Dad told me we could never afford to be heads up guys. We could never afford a heads up race. It just wasn't attainable. And I've spent like the last 4 years trying to prove that wrong because there's a lot of guys that want to participate in stuff like this and they think, oh, just because I can't buy a $20,000 motor, $10,000 motor, even $6,000 motor, I'm just gonna have to keep rack racing or something. That's not true. The point here is obviously by now with the amount of money I've spent on this car, I could have built a motor. But what we're trying to do is show people that you don't have to have the best of everything to be competitive. We don't have a killer car, but we've won events, we've been in finals, we've been in semifinals, we've won a lot of rounds, and we've had some awesome memories. So take that as you will, but just keep in mind when stuff like this happens and you notice that the track cleanup was about 6 seconds, basically as long as it took to get a four-wheeler down there. That's because we take extra care, we spend the money, we buy the best diaper we can, we spend extra time fitting it, we make damn sure this thing ain't gonna come apart and wreck a track for somebody. As you can see in the video, the diaper held everything, there wasn't a drip on the ground, and it wasn't a big deal. I've seen $20,000 motors wreck tracks for 3 hours. So when you're watching it, just try to keep that in mind. There's a little bit more to it than it looks. Pretty good. We made those changes last night. We put fresh plugs in it this morning. We're looking to get in like the 330s by the 330 foot mark. That 537 we went yesterday though, that's 200ths away from my license, or not my license, yeah, my cage. So like 200ths away from my cage. So we ran it hard to the 330 there, and then I got on the brakes. So I see 548. I haven't looked at the slip yet. I'm just hitting the scale right now. 131 to the 60, so we're getting there. We're gonna need a lot more than that though. 345 to the 330. That sucks. I was really hoping to get that thing. I'm looking for like a 339 to a 335. So we're gonna need more than that. So I guess if you do the math on it, that probably would have put us about a 528, 527. So we'll go back. We're gonna add a little bit more power yet into it. I don't know if I'm ready to try to go for the 4. I got 2 more cracks in this today. So we'll go back and go over the side. All right, so we got our 2, we'll call it our good slips. So on the left here, we got the second hit yesterday, which was our best pass. That was at 37. What we're working on right now, so I'm actually out of cage cert. We can only go to a 535. So what we did on this pass is we put some more in, and we were just gonna try to shorten up the 330 time, and that was gonna let out. And that's why you see the mile an hour so low on that second pass at 106. So we knocked 800ths out of it, which is pretty decent. I'm happy with it to chip away that much on it. So we pulled it down to a 345. We need to be like a 335 or better if we're gonna get this 4-second pass done. Looking at the log though, this is the RPM graph you're looking at here. And at 3.04 seconds, I hit the limiter. I was trying to look for the 330 cone, and I wasn't paying attention. And I rode that limiter all the way to 3.5 about, so that sucks. Half a second on the limiter, so take it for what you will. I'm thinking maybe this could have been 42, somewhere around there. Probably better than 45 for sure, but either way, we're gonna have to chip down. We still got the 60 way down. We're way too high at a 131. At any rate, after a long discussion with everyone, I think we're gonna kind of go for it here. I don't know if we have enough in it to get there to the 4. My prediction says it's gonna go like a teen. Just don't know if we have the snort to get this done. I need to see a lot better 60 foot, I know that. So we put a tune in it that will hopefully 60 like a 121, 122. And then we added 6 pounds up top the whole way. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to lay the rods on the ground here. But the car feels good. I think it might be able to do it. So I think we're gonna swing on this one. I don't want to wait till the end of the day. I want to try it early in case it zips the tire. We can get it back up and try one more time. So attempt number 1 at a relatively quick pass coming up. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little terrified right now. We got the big tune in it. How much is it gonna make up top?
35, 36.
All right.
Leaving on the lot.
Whew. I kind of wanted to not stick the tire, just so I don't have to think about it up there. But nobody remembers the time, you know, you went 520, so here we go. That was it. Came apart 400 feet, 512 at 126. Just getting the complimentary four-wheeler ride back. I'm just super happy it didn't leave anything on the track. The diaper held everything, so that's all I was worried about. A lot of these guys up here take this event pretty serious, and I don't want to wreck that for them. So diaper did its job. I was feeling pretty good about it for a minute. Zach's trying to push me on the three-wheeler. This is pretty good. Zach and Casey they both have like ATC 70s, and they're dual pushing me. We don't need no push cars around here. We got 70s. Man, that sucks. I tell you what, I was around Zach Novak, and he's fast. Then when the turbo finally made all of it, I was like, oh damn, we're right next to Zach. And you know, it reminded me just of Cash Creek. You can feel it come apart before it comes apart, and I tried to chop the throttle, and it was over. There was smoke everywhere, and I just wanted to get off the track before I made an even bigger mess, but whatever. What do you do? I mean, 512 is a lick, I guess, on a stock motor that I built in my garage this winter, so 100%. So if you're ever curious if you should invest in a diaper, literally touching the ground, plumb full of all the oil. And mind you, that little drip, we've been sitting here for a half hour.
So instead of 8 quarts on the ground, there's a quarter of a quart.
Right. Literally, I don't think there was any track cleanup.
No.
They might have scuffed a couple spots with a mop.
5 minutes they were running again.
Yeah. So if you're ever thinking about a diaper, I would 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, so it's time for the post-pass meeting. I haven't seen the slip yet. Zach has it. He won't hand it over. So the Pit Viper's here.
You said we need a tune-up to go 20s to the 60. We went 122.
Yep, that was the goal. 21, 22.
You said we need a 30s for the 330. We went 330.
Oh, she was moving. Oh,
blew it up and went 512 at 127. 0 John.
So on the log here, so first interesting piece, this line is my map sensor. The map sensor can only compute to 37.6 and then it flatlines. So we're not really sure how much it was gonna make. Obviously my math was off. I thought the dome pressure was enough to make 35 pounds, clearly it wasn't. So this is 0.9 seconds in, and we're at 37.6, and we don't know what happened after here. Bang the limiter again, a lot less this time. It was like 0.2 of a second on the limiter. But right here where it comes apart is 4.29 seconds in. So I can't say confidently, but given that 330, I'm gonna say it would have went high 98, 99. There's the rod. So we got the rod. Wait, where'd my ring go? We got a ring. We've got piston. What else do we have? Oh, block, obviously.
I am on the second floor. You'll see a sign on the door.
More piston. Maybe this goes to that, like this.
The ring gap looks loose enough.
Yeah, so the ring, and then this was about here, and then the block would have been out here. And then it was like bang.
Thank you for your consideration. And yeah, we're configuring right now with SBE.
I know there's for sure one hole in the pan, but
In the pan?
yeah, it came straight out the bottom of the pan.
Just transporting this all.
All right, so I'm checking out the logs from yesterday. It's Sunday morning. Key piece of information here. So we know from yesterday, the car made way more boost than it was supposed to. So we were targeting like 35 to 37, somewhere in there. And I talked to Steven on the phone. He's like, well, check the fuel pressure, because I was off the map sensor, so I can't get a reading there. And per the fuel pressure sensor, so it's supposed to rise 1 to 1. So I overlaid the data with the previous round, which we made 30 pounds. And the math says the car made 52 pounds of boost quite early in the run. So I guess science today, what we've learned is that stock bottom end will not take 52 pounds. If you're curious, it's on 13 degrees of timing, because that's where it ends on the scale. That was our last number in there. Another key thing to keep in mind here, we don't have a O2 sensor on the car either. I never have. Not for lack of effort. I've tried about 5 different ones, different locations, and we keep knocking them out. I think we got a pretty good plan to get a good one in there now. But we're doing a lot of this stuff. We have a Holly, but the Holly doesn't do much. It's basically the tune that we have in it, and that's all it's doing. It's not making any adjustments down track. So when you pair up 52 pounds of boost with a Holly that has no idea we're on 52 pounds of boost and a lack of O2 sensor, things like this happen. So I don't know, I'm gonna head home, figure out what the best option is. I've got an LS1 with Eagle rods and Speed Tech pistons, but they're not great rods and they're not great pistons. I would say it's pretty equivalent to stock stuff, so I gotta figure out do I want to potentially wreck a good LS1. Otherwise, I've got the spare motor, the 5.3 aluminum LC9. I can put that in the car too, but the crank's a little iffy. So we'll go home. I'll take a look at the options, but at any rate, we'll put something together and we'll try to have this thing back and ready for Crash at the Creek, June 19th. So stand by for some more garage videos.